Go ahead, Stacy.
Caleb,
how do you feel like you played?
I feel like I played well, just played hard, and that's all I try to do.
That's it?
Just play hard every possession. Just play every team and respect them, and play your hardest and give them your best effort, and that's all I can do every game.
Is that it?
For TJ and Isaac, just how is the way that the production that Big E's putting up and the way he's playing, how is that sort of fueling this team right now?
I think he's playing really well. He's playing at a high level. He's always been a guy that can produce like this, and he puts in the work. So he definitely deserves to have the success he's having. But the thing is, he's getting 32 and 20, and he's not even doing it in a selfish way. I mean, he's 11 for 15. He's yelling at me when I'm not shooting my open shots. And if Isaac, one post move, we're up 30, he yelled at Isaac because he lost the bar, something like that. So he's leading. He's doing all the things that we need. We need him to do to help Purdue win.
Biggie, you at one of the timeouts you went out of the game and you punched a chair. Did you think you were going out of the game for good, or what was the motivation?
No, I was
behind
just
that?
frustrated with myself, man. It was
19
just
boards.
a couple possessions that I was getting frustrated. No, I don't know. I just can't get the frustration out. So that's all it was. It was just frustration.
Isaac, obviously non-conference play is over now. Just kind of assess where you guys are at, what you accomplished going into Big Ten.
I think we had, a good non-conference season. We had a couple disappointing losses against Villanova and Louisville, both where we came back strong and made it a really close game. We tightened some things up defensively and ran everything smoothly on offense. We're finding the open man, getting deep post-ups, getting open shots, and I think as long as we just keep it that simple and work in and out, going into the Big Ten season, it's going to be a big help. But Coach Payne was just telling us it's going to be a war every single game. So we're just really looking forward to that and, ready to get out of non-conference and into the real stage,
Isaac, you talked about how you were a little bit frustrated in the Notre Dame game because some of your shots weren't falling. You said you had to do a couple things to get back to that. It seemed like you did that today. What kind of changes did you make in your game?
Just staying a little bit more focused on my shots. So sometimes I was just twisting the ball when I was shooting it. I allowed myself to square up my shoulders and just go up strong, make smart moves to the basket, and not just kind of throw it up there. And I think that was what led to a little bit better success around the rim.
PJ, kind of part of the schedule is when you play teams like this, you need to win soundly. I mean, that's kind of what it's about. Are you happy with the way you played in these kind of games to just go out there and do what you had to do?
Yeah, definitely. Like Biggie said, every time you step on the floor, you gotta respect your opponents. No matter who you're playing, you always want to play the right way. Otherwise, the basketball guys will get you. But no, my freshman year, we had a good team as well. We lost to Gardner Webb at home, and we lost to North Florida. So we kind of learned from that over the years to know that we're going to come out with a better focus. And Biggie felt like we didn't have a really good warm up to start the game, so he brought us in and told us to pick it up, so we don't have that. So we can't lose a game like this, and I felt like we handled, our business in non-conference.
Hey, Big, when you hear your name mentioned in the company of Blake Griffin in terms of 2020 games, just what does that mean to you?
He just played hard with a hard motor in college, and I do too. And it's just, it's not even trying to be in this company, as I said before. It's just focusing on me and my path, and just trying to work hard every day and work hard in every play and every game, and try to keep that translated.
Caleb, what was wrong with the warm-up, and did you feel more of a responsibility this year to step up and say things in those situations?
Nothing was really wrong with it. It just felt like we had the just the cool mindset. We were just too cool in the warm-up, and I felt like we weren't taking game-like shots, and I just didn't want it to lead into the game. It may have not, but why not try to get going right away?
Isaac, you came in for Caleb after he got the 20 and 3 rebound and kind of hugged him. What'd you say to him? What was that like for you to see, another performance like that?
I didn't even say anything to him. I was just like, man, it's unbelievable. And it's cool to be in that kind of presence. Somebody who can just go after all those rebounds and just score almost every time he gets the ball. You know, it's just good to have the extra counterpart as well, you know, on the block. And look forward to seeing him in practice on the 26th.
PJ was 7 assists, no turnovers tonight, and it's about a 7-game stretch. I think it's like 34-2 for you, which was sort of what you were doing last season. Has it felt, and that started with the Louisville game, so has it felt any different here these last couple of weeks for you, just what you've been doing out on the court?
No, I mean, I feel like I've been playing the same way. You know, I want to shoot shots when I'm open, and you know, obviously I got 7 assists, but it goes to my teammates. They make shots. You know, if I throw it in the post more times than not, they're gonna score. If I kick it to one of our shooters, they're gonna make it. So, you know, I do my job by trying to get in the paint. You know, maybe break down my man a little bit. Once I kick it, you know, have confidence in my guys. They're gonna make it more times than not.
Biggie, it looked you had tied your career high, and then it looked like you had broke it, but they called goaltending on the play. What do you know? What was that moment like for you? What do you remember about that play?
I don't even know what my career high is, to be honest. I was just focused on the play. I was just not about to play. I mean, I had to play every play. That's all it is. I really didn't know what the bucket meant. I just knew that I felt like I just tipped it a little too early, and I didn't know if they was gonna call it. I thought I was gonna get away with it.
Isaac, what does the efficiency that PJ is playing with mean for this team right now?
I think it's a little self-explanatory. I mean, we're not turning the ball over in there as much. I mean, well, we did have 12, but you know, it was just little by everybody. And then, you know, when we go into Big Ten season, we're going to have people who just don't turn the ball over because that's very crucial for us since we out-rebound everybody. You know, to have somebody like PJ who has I think it's the best assist turnover ratio in Purdue history. Yeah, I'm sure he'll keep that as long as he's here. And, you know, we're going to need that going into Big Ten season. It's going to be a major difference for us.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good, Chris.